Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's talk about something huge, the 1/3 of your life you probably never ever think about. I'm talking about your posture when you're asleep. And believe me, the secret we're going to uncover today could totally change how you feel tomorrow morning. It all boils down to one single word, a word you've heard a million times. You know the one. Posture. We've all heard it, right? Maybe it was your grandma's voice snapping you back to reality the second you started to slouch. You'd sit up, ramrod straight, maybe even picturing that book on your head. We were so obsessed with it.
But here's the crazy part. We spend all day fighting gravity, trying to sit up straight. But what about when we're asleep? For a third of our lives, that's like 25 years for most of us, we just let it all go. We completely ignore our posture. And folks, that's where the real trouble starts.
So let's really break down the problem here. Because this isn't just about waking up feeling a little stiff. For way too many people, it's this really nasty, destructive cycle involving pain and sleep.
Okay, look at this number, 1.78 billion. That's how many people around the world are living with chronic pain right now. It's a staggering, absolutely massive global health crisis. And it's deeply, deeply connected to how we rest.
And that huge number, it hides something even more serious. A full 60%. Think about that. More than half of people dealing with chronic pain are also suffering from depression. It just goes to show you, physical pain is never just a physical problem. So here's how this vicious cycle works. And it is a total trap. You wake up in pain, right? So naturally, you get pretty terrible sleep. That awful sleep puts you in a bad mood all day, which actually makes the pain feel even worse. And guess what? That makes it even harder to sleep the next night. You just go round and round. And if you want a really stark, real-world example of how powerful this is, check this out. It's a truly tragic story. A man went into the hospital, was stuck in bed for just 2 weeks, and his body literally got stuck, fixed, in that position. It made it hard for him to eat, to breathe, to even be cared for. It's a terrifying reminder that the positions we hold over time can literally reshape our bodies.
Okay, so what's the usual advice we all get about sleep? It's always about the hours, right? The quantity. But are we even focusing on the right thing here? Is it really all about the numbers?
Oh, man, we've all seen these headlines. If you don't get your 7.5 hours, your nose will fall off. Or, you're gonna get dementia and die an early, miserable death. It's so much pressure. All this anxiety about hitting some magic number can actually make it harder to sleep. It's just another stressor for people who are already having a tough time.
And let's be real for a second. Life gets in the way, right? Your boss is stressing you out, you get an unexpected bill, your kids won't go to sleep, maybe you and your partner aren't getting along. There are a million and one reasons you can't just decide to get 8 hours. A lot of the time, the quantity is just not in our control.
So, here's the big question. If we can't control the hours and we stop obsessing over that number, what can we control? What's the one thing that we have total power over every single night? The answer is the quality of your rest, and that comes down to your posture. We need to talk about something called a provocative sleep posture. That sounds intense, I know, but it's the real hidden reason so many of us wake up with aches and pains. Okay, check out this case study. It's about an Olympic cyclist, Katie Marchant. Now, she was spending 7 hours a day on her bike, and she had all this pain, knee pain, hip pain, shoulder pain. Naturally, everyone, including her, thought, it's gotta be the bike. But it wasn't. After they looked at her sleep, they had this aha moment. The real culprit was the 8 hours a night she was spending all twisted up in bed. So this is what we mean by provocative posture. Basically, it's any position where your spine is twisted instead of neutral. The classic example, you're on your side and you bring that top leg way over. What that does is it twists your lower back and your hips. Your shoulder slumps forward, and it puts all this strain on your neck. Yeah, it might feel comfy when you're first drifting off, but you are literally setting yourself up to wake up hurting. But here's the good news. The solution is super simple, and it's completely free. All you need to know are 2 key positions to protect your spine. I mean, look at the difference here. It's night and day. On one side, you're basically twisted up like a pretzel, creating all this strain. On the other, your body is supported, everything is aligned, your shoulders, hips, and ankles are all stacked up nicely. That alignment is what lets your body truly rest and recover overnight.
So these are the two magic positions, and they actually come from best practices in healthcare. You've got the soldier, that's lying flat on your back, keeping your spine nice and neutral. And then there's the dreamer, on your side, but, and this is the key part, you're supported so you don't twist into that bad posture.
So, what's the one simple trick to make this happen? It's so easy. If you're a side sleeper, if you're doing the dreamer, just stick a pillow between your knees and your ankles. That's it. That one little thing stops your top leg from flopping over, which keeps your hips aligned and protects your whole spine. It's a game changer.
And by making this one tiny change, you can completely flip that vicious cycle on its head and create a virtuous one. Think about it. Better posture means you wake up in less pain. Less pain means a better mood, and this is huge, way better quality sleep. And that amazing sleep helps your body recover even more. It just keeps getting better and better.
And you know what the best part is? You don't need to go out and buy a $1,000 mattress or some fancy sleep tracking watch. Nope. All you need is a pillow. A pillow you probably already have on your bed. You can literally try this tonight, and it will cost you $0. Nothing. And you know, this is more than just some little life hack. Taking that one extra moment to get your body aligned before you fall asleep, that's a serious act of self-care. It's about looking after yourself and preserving your health for the long run.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. You will spend about a third of your life, that's roughly 25 years, in bed. That is a massive amount of time. So the simple choice you make about how you position your body tonight, well, it can have a huge ripple effect on your pain, your mood, and your health for years and years to come. So the only question is, how will you treat it tonight?